Ontario College of Teachers. Great teaching.
Every student is so different that every day is so different. Doing the same thing every day for me gets boring. So it's nice to have a different challenge and different things to do. Every student you meet, has different unique aspects about them, but lots of challenges that we can work on together.
Students in alternative education are those square pegs who don't fit comfortably into regular secondary schools. They just find the hustle and bustle, the crowds, the bells ringing, all of that is too much for them to be able to handle.
And so alternative education, our goal is to try and re-engage them and look at the whole child. Our hope is that we try and instill some skills for students, essential skills that they can take beyond the high school. So it's not just how to write a test, though that's a part of our program, but it's also who are your support networks? How do you advocate for yourself? Sam, I know, works with her students, especially with a lot of culturally driven activities to help support them and connect with their roots and their history.
Those students in the Anishinaabe class want their teacher, need their teacher to see them as proud First Nations members with a long history and tradition. But to see that as value added to them also being Thames Valley District School Board high school students who earn their credits and move on.
When you teach students, they're not just your students, they become like your children. So you end up caring, I would say, probably just as much as you do your own children when your student's having a hard time or isn't coming to class, or you experience those like highs and lows because you care for them and you want them to be successful.
They give you back way more than what you invest. She gives them so much, but in return you just get so much more back.
I had a contract teacher for a brand new program connecting young parents back with their education. Many of those girls had felt quite alone, a bit ashamed, hadn't really planned to get pregnant, and it's a hard job to raise a child on your own. Well, the teacher herself, the contract teacher, was off for a year's maternity leave, having her own baby. So Samantha, in fact, created the program. It was brand new. And she created it and, in the most professional way, handed it to the other teacher. So then we said, well, she did such a good job that St. Thomas was then saying, hey, we've got a Marymount storefront operation here in St. Thomas. We'd love it if you would put a class there. Who are you going to call? Called Samantha. Samantha went to St. Thomas and she started that program.
I wanted to do a good job. I wanted to make sure that my students knew that I was there for them, and I wanted to make sure that they knew the job was important to me and that they were important to me. I really appreciated teacher role models in my life. I didn't always have people at home doing all the work with me, and I felt like I wanted to do that for someone else. Like I wanted to try to be a positive figure in someone else's life, because that made a big difference for me. I think if I hadn't had that, I may have gone down a different road.
Learn more at oct.ca.